What's going on, you guys? Josh here, also known as Hairy Tornado. Today's video is going to be a what sold video. I'm going to share with you guys everything I've sold on eBay over the last 7 days. A lot of cool items went out last week, so I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And second, I'm going to be announcing the winner of my consultation giveaway at the end of this video. So stick around for that and see if you are the lucky winner. But with that being said, let's get right into the what solds. First item we sold last week was this Titleist Gamecocks hat. I picked this up at Goodwill for $1 a few weeks ago, and it sold for $14.99 and the buyer paid shipping. Next up, we have these Danner men's work boots. I found these at Goodwill a few months ago, paid $8.50 for them. I had them listed for $100 and I accepted an offer for $75, and that buyer never paid. So I relisted them for $100, and then within like 30 minutes, I got another offer for $75 and I accepted that one. So these sold for $75 and the buyer paid shipping. These women's Guess heels, I picked these up at a yard sale for $1. The only reason I bought them was because they were brand new in the box. Again, I've mentioned before, I don't really know a lot about women's clothing, but I saw these were brand new in the box. They still had the little paper in the shoes, never worn. So I figured for $1, I couldn't go wrong. And I did pretty well on these. These sold for $25 and the buyer paid shipping. This men's Clemson golf polo shirt I've had for a few months, but now I guess it's the start of football season, so stuff like this is selling more often. But I paid $4.75 for this at Goodwill, and it sold for $14.97 and the buyer paid shipping. These Fighter and the Kid podcast t-shirts I found at Goodwill like 2 weeks ago. I put them in one of my recent videos. I was originally going to list them for like $30 all bundled together because I saw when they originally sold, they were selling for like 25 bucks each. So I figured, used versions of a $25 t-shirt, 3 of them, they were all the same size. I'll lot them up for 30 bucks. But I had a viewer, I don't remember her name right off the top of my head, but I'll put the comment here. But she commented and said, these are very rare. They sold out very quickly. I would list them very high. So I took that as, okay, I'll just double my price. So I listed them for $60 with the buyer paying shipping, expecting them to take, maybe a month or so to sell, but they sold within like 6 hours for 60 bucks and the buyer paid shipping. So I paid $1.50 for each of these t-shirts. So I had $4.50 in them total and turned that into 60 bucks. So thank you so much to this subscriber that commented. That's one of the best things about YouTube is just you guys helping me out. Like, I'm learning every day with like thrifting and seeing new brands, but I love it when my subscribers teach me stuff. So thank you so much again. You made me an extra like 38 bucks on that sale. That's a big deal. Thank you. This Cowboy Indiana Jones hat type dealio, I picked this up at the Goodwill for $3 a few weeks ago, and it sold for $18 and the buyer paid shipping. This Under Armour long sleeve like men's running shirt, I paid $4.75 for this at Goodwill maybe like 3 weeks ago. And it sold for $17 with free shipping, and it cost like $4 to ship out. This Xbox video game lot, I'm not saying I have any money into this because I bought an Xbox lot on Facebook Marketplace really just for the accessories. I paid like 80 bucks for the system and like 4 controllers and extra batteries and chargers and games and stuff. So I'm just saying I paid $80 for the Xbox and everything else is free. So I had these 10 games, don't have anything into them. I sold them on auction and they eventually sold for $10.50 with the buyer paying shipping. And the buyer was actually a subscriber as well. The game sold to Memphis Matt. Matt, thank you so much for your purchase. I really appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the games. This Oakley hoodie I picked up at Goodwill a few weeks ago. I paid $5.75 for it. I thought it was going to sell for more than this, but it sold for $20 and the buyer paid shipping. These Brooks men's running shoes, I picked these up maybe 3 weeks ago at Goodwill, and I remember they were in a video because I remember I said I was going to sell these for about $35, and that's exactly how much they sold for, $35 and the buyer paid shipping. It's really cool when you can find an item that you know well enough to guess exactly the right price it would sell for. I sold 2 more of my Dwight Schrute shirts. One of them went out to a subscriber who's been subscribed to me for the longest time. His name's Matt from BK Vending and Flipping. He's got a great channel. He does some videos with his son, and he's just putting a lot of time and energy into his channel. So you guys should definitely go check out his channel. I'll link it down below as well. Again, it's BK Vending and Flipping. And just go show him some love and tell him I sent you. These Keen sandals I picked up at Salvation Army for like $6 or so, and they sold for $16 and the buyer paid shipping. This Notre Dame Adidas t-shirt, I paid $1.50 for it at Goodwill a few months ago, and it sold for $9 and the buyer paid shipping. These Clark shoes were a really fun sell for me because Haley actually stopped at Goodwill the other day on her own accord. She didn't tell me, I wasn't with her. She went by herself and she bought two things. The first thing she got were these Clark shoes. She paid $8.50 for them. And to be honest, it's probably not something I would have purchased. They were a little bit more worn than I would have liked, but I still listed them and they sold for $17 and the buyer paid shipping. So her very first sale, and she almost doubled her money. So I'm really proud of her. She's really liking like thrifting more and more, and I am loving it. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. But congratulations, Haley, on your first sale and doubling your money. That's pretty good. These women's Sperry's I picked up at Goodwill a few months ago. I paid $6.50. They were in extremely good condition, which is the only reason I picked them up. I usually pass on Sperry's unless they're basically mint, but these were really good condition and they were like a cool colorway, so I thought they would sell a little bit better than this, but I only got $10 for these and the buyer paid shipping. This Nike Golf Polo was in really good condition. I paid $4.75 for it, but it only sold for $10 and the buyer paid shipping. This Captain Morgan sign was really cool. I found this at Salvation Army a few months ago. I think I paid like $2.99 for it. It had some water damage along the bottom, which I made sure to disclose in my listing and in the pictures. And it sold for $16 and the buyer paid shipping. These coin cases, I found a whole box of these at Salvation Army a few months ago. And I think I paid like $5 for the whole box. It took a while to list them because I wasn't sure if I wanted to list them individually or just in a big lot. But I ended up going for the whole lot. And they sold for $30 with free shipping. Now the interesting thing about this sale is that the coin cases fit in a very small box. It was like maybe like an 8x6x4 or something like that. But they were heavy. It was like over 3 pounds. So shipping this box out priority would have cost like 15, 16 bucks or so. I think it was going to like Montana. But I was able to fit my little box of coin cases inside of a regional A box. If you don't know about regional A boxes, check out my Instagram. I posted a story explaining the whole process, but I was basically able to ship it in a regional A box for almost $6 less than the priority rate, and it still gets there in like 2 to 3 days. So if you don't know how to use regional A and regional B boxes correctly, go check me out on Instagram, check out my story that says regional A at the top of my page, and I'll explain it in more detail there. This Xbox remote control came in that bundle when I bought that Xbox 360 bundle on Facebook Marketplace. Sold it for $14 with free shipping, so I made like $9 or so. Again, it was just the reason I bought that bundle was for the accessories. So I had like 4 wireless controllers, extra charging cords, all the games, everything like that. So I spent $80 on the bundle, and once everything is said and done, I might make like $60 or so. Probably wouldn't do that deal again, but I'm not losing money. These LL Bean duck boots, I found these at Salvation Army for $6.99 a few months ago, and they sold for $35 and the buyer paid shipping. The interesting thing about these duck boots is that they were listed as a men's size 4, and I thought that was going to be a very difficult size to sell because it was so small. So what I did, I listed them as a women's size 6 and put in the description that, hey, these are a men's size 4, but they fit a women's size 6. I just thought I would be able to sell them faster and for possibly more money as a women's size 6 rather than a men's size 4. So that's something to pay attention to if you're selling unisex shoes. 99% of the time, men and women's shoe sizes are going to be 2 whole sizes apart. So if it's a women's size 7, it's going to be a men's size 5. If it's a men's size 12, it's going to be a woman's size 10. So just remember that, and anytime you see shoes that could possibly be listed as unisex, you can maybe list them as both in the title, like women's size 6, men's size 4, but both of them in the title, doubling your chances of selling them. This Gamecock Christmas sweater, I picked this up at the Goodwill bins like a week and a half ago. I really didn't expect it to sell so fast, but it sold like the next day for $30 with free shipping. These Mizuno shoes, I paid $6.50 for. I think they're like men's volleyball shoes. I looked up the little tag number on the tongue, and that's what it said. So retail, they were like $110 or so. So used in this condition, I listed for $40 plus shipping, and they sold in 2 days. This Rock and Roller Coaster t-shirt was one of the first t-shirts I ever bought to flip. The picture was terrible. I really didn't expect this to ever sell, but it did, and it sold for $6 with free shipping. So I think I made like 10 cents on this shirt. This Adidas jacket was the one I picked up at that indoor yard sale a few weeks ago. I paid $2 for it. It sold for $12 and the buyer paid shipping. These mini Frisbees were some of those that I ordered wholesale from China. I paid about $1 each, and I had one buyer buy 4 of them. So I had them listed as 2 per order. So she ordered a quantity of 2. So 4 discs going out to her, and she paid $19.98 with free shipping. And I was able to ship it out for like $3.50. So turning Basically $4 into like 15 or so. I probably wouldn't do this again. If I did, I'd want to order a larger quantity and for a cheaper price per unit. Paying $1 each for these little Frisbees is just a little too much in my book. But I'm happy they're selling. Hopefully I'll sell out before this year's over with. I picked up this American Eagle denim men's like pearl snap shirt at Goodwill a few months ago. Paid $4.75 for it, and it sold for $12 and the buyer paid shipping. Picked up these overalls at Goodwill a few months ago. They were in a YouTube video in my thumbnail where I look like a farmer, have the overalls on and the cornfield in the background. But these were like women's size 16, which fits me perfectly, by the way. Curvy. What can I say? I'm a little curvy. I thought I was going to be able to sell these overalls for a little bit more, but I looked them up and retail, like brand new, they're only like 50 bucks. I thought they're going to be like 100 or so. So I listed these for 40 with free shipping and they sold in like 2 days. And I think I paid like $6.50 for those. These Levi's, like boys jeans, I picked these up at the Goodwill bins like 3 months ago. I just took forever to list them. Once I listed them, they sold in like 2 or 3 days, but I only got $15 with free shipping. So I probably paid 50 cents for these, but after shipping and fees, I might have made like 8 bucks. This McCormick seasoning is discontinued and I found this at Dollar Tree. I bought like 12 or 16 of these, but they were expired at the time I was purchasing them. So they originally said they weren't gonna sell them to me at all, but I kind of talked them into it and said, I'm okay with the expiration date, I still want them. So I think they charged me like $2 for all of them, like all 16 packs. So that was a great deal, but I sold 4 packs for $15.99 with free shipping. I think they cost like $3.50 to ship out. This Glacier Park hat I got at Goodwill a few weeks ago. I paid 50 cents for it, and it sold for $9 with free shipping, and it cost about $3.50 to ship out. This Bible I picked up about a month ago at Goodwill. I paid $1 for it, and it sold for $9.99 with free shipping, and this shipped out medium mail, and I think it was like $3.80 or so. This Roadrunner pillowcase was really interesting. I found it at the Goodwill bins last week, and I put it back like 3 times because I was teetering between like, one, it's very, very inexpensive. It was half off day at the bin, so it was probably like a nickel or 10 cents or something. It's very inexpensive, but I thought it was going to take forever to sell. It's going to cost me 20 cents to list this because I'm past my free listing amount. It's just going to sit in my store forever. But I bought it anyway. I thought it was funny, you know, and I listed it and it actually sold within like 12 hours. I did take a best offer on this. I think I had it listed for 10. Somebody offered me 8 free shipping and I took it. So turning 10 cents into like $4. Not bad, not too bad, not too shabby on that. This men's Under Armour button-down shirt was really interesting. I didn't really know Under Armour made like casual button-down shirts like this, but this one was in really good condition. It was a nice gray neutral color. It was at Goodwill. I paid $4.75 for it, and it sold for $20 and the buyer paid shipping. And then the final sale of the week was this Western cowboy leather vest. I picked this up at the Goodwill bins about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. I don't remember if it was half off day or not, so I probably paid like $1 or so for it. And it sold for $17.99 and the buyer paid shipping. So there you have it, guys. That's everything that sold for me on eBay last week. It was a pretty good week in sales. It was probably one of my best weeks ever. And I really have to contribute that to just listing like crazy. I've put up probably close to 200 new listings in the last week and a half, and I'm really seeing my numbers increase. My total sales for last week was $723.44. After I take out my eBay and PayPal fees and my shipping costs, I'm left with a total of $573.11. And then after I take out my cost of goods for each item that's sold, I'm left with a total taxable income this past week of $444.86. My average for this whole year has been between $200 and $250 in taxable income every week. So I'm almost doubling my take-home pay just after like a week and a half of listing like crazy. So I'm really excited to see like where this listing frenzy gets me and how it increases my sales. I think my sales this month are up like 180% over last month. So guys, it really is just as simple as that. Just list more often and you'll have more sales. I'm a member of this Facebook group and I see people posting it all the time. They're like, oh, I have 50 listings and I've only sold 6 things in the last 2 weeks. I'm like, that's pretty good for only 50 listings. If you're a new seller, you know, there's no trick to it. Just keep listing stuff. If you list 10 items and then get discouraged because you don't sell anything your first week, it's because you only have 10 items listed. Right now I have almost 350 items listed and I'm selling about 5 to 7 items per day. So generally the rule of thumb is you're going to sell about 1 to 2% of your listed inventory every day. So if you have 100 items listed in your store, you might sell 1 or 2 items per day. So just keep that in mind when you're starting out. Don't get discouraged with low sales. It happens to all of us, but really there's no trick. Like I said, just keep listing quality inventory and you're going to see sales come in. So now it's time to announce the winner of my giveaway from the video a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, I posted a video celebrating 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate it. But to celebrate this milestone, I was gonna give away a 2-hour consultation where I would help you either on your eBay store or your YouTube channel or anything that I can do for you. I would just give you 2 hours of my time. So a lot of you guys commented on that video, so now I'm gonna go into the YouTube comment picker thing and just select a random winner. So let's see who the lucky person.
Mac and cheese.
Get out of here. Okay, so you go to this little thing and you put in the link to the video and you select get YouTube comments. 108 unique commenters. Sweet. And then start. Okay. And you click start, and it picks, winner is Vixter R. So Vixter R, you are the winner. I will reply to your comment on that video and try to get in touch with you. I'll say let's give you like 72 hours. So if I haven't heard back from you in 72 hours, I'll pick another winner just to, I guess, keep things fair. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. You're the best, and I'll see you on the next one.